quiet, Ruzaders. I'm pretending I'm a wild warrior cat, foraging for delicious food in the forest. Shh. I'm currently shoveling 5 handfuls of salted sunflower seeds in my mouth, but I like to think it's like a squirrel. You wouldn't get it, kitty pets.
The soup.
I mean, I don't need that. I'm a tough wildcat. I forage for food on my own. What do I look like, a kitty pet? It's not like I like your magenta soup or anything. $20 gifted chips? Yeah, Ruze can have that. I find my own chips. In this case, the chipping of bone as I crunch down on prey. Did I forget to eat breakfast? Yes. Did I forget to eat dinner? Yes. Was I too late doing homework? Yes. Did I blink for 2 hours? No. I took a mighty rest in the forest after establishing dominance on my domain. Sunflower seed give me power. Ow. Alright, now that I've eaten my delicious cat grass or whatever. Thanks for the snarl tags. Can we get Ruze to eat grass like a cat? I just did. I ate a bunch of seeds. Anything, Katawada. Anyway, Katawada. Anyway, Hinkaru, that is your real name. And Teru Silverwind, which is a warrior cat name. Thanks for the soup. Now that I'm done with my feast, I can show you my true power. I guess I can emerge from the shadows, crawl out from the tall grass, and say hello. Don't try to get your scent on me. This is my territory. Holy shit. I mean, wow. The Crimzupa. Huh. 20 gifted chips? No big deal, I guess. Come back when you caught a big river salmon the size of I am's. I am is that size. Huh. Nice try. You're allergic to fur and have no fur babies, huh? Well, one day you'll have your own kitty pets, but until then, you'll have to settle for being one. There you are. Anyway, thanks for the Crimzupa or whatever twirls hair. Just kidding, my hair's not long enough to twirl today. Or whatever doesn't twirl hair. Rhea, thank you for 6 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. Citron, thank you for the snarl. I don't know why you're snarling at me, but I appreciate that. And Falcona, good heavens. Thank you for the 20 gifted chips. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but thank you, Server Day, for the 20 gifted chips. Rookie Learner says, yay, time for Catz with a Z. We love Catz with a Z. Yeah, the musical. Catz, they're actually, after this stream's done, they're going to make a musical about the stream about 4 years down the road. It's going to be so good. The cats are going to be so fucking weird. It's going to give so many people nightmares. Shiva Rosebloom, thanks for being an Axel. I see you are a fellow, there's a word for this. I'm really digging deep in my internet recesses, hold on. Nekomimi, I see you are a fellow Nekomimi. I had to dig deep in the back of my brain for a minute. Thank you. Thank you. You may clap. You may clap. You can clap. Go ahead. Everybody cheer. Everybody stand up. Standing ovation. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name's Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster hunter, the Midwest fantasy VTuber, your least favorite idol, but in some circles I'm known as Thistlebane Thornclaw, the Destroyer. That's right, the one and only, the survivor of the Briar Patch. It's said that my nails are so sharp, it's like being struck by 1,000 thistles all at once. Well, legend tells that I once fought off a full-grown chihuahua by myself. Anyway, today's cat day, and thankfully you guys have sent me all of your Meowzaders, and I will be using those Meowzaders in my story. I mean, the canonical reality of their lives in the forest. So today we're going to be going through the lore, the warrior cats with a Z, because I can't use warrior cats with an S technically. Lore of your of your pets. So yeah. Satyr is Satyr. Thank you for 9 months of being exceptional. Treat for disobeying Thornclaw or whatever you called yourself. You didn't. Wait, hold on. Disobeying? Pfft, no one's ever disobeyed me. Here in Thorn Clan, my word is law. I had to come up with a clan. Sorry. That feels a little on the nose. Maybe I should do a different one. Briar Clan. No, that's not good. We'll think about it. Swamp Clan. Rookie Learner says, hi, Ruze, you look pretty with those cat ears. Purity? I like purity? Yeah, I don't like to brag, but I'm an idol. Hope you're feline fine today. Also, hope that the cat doesn't get your tongue so we can hear lore. Hey, don't worry, cats never get my tongue, Rookie Learner. I don't know why you capitalized some of those words. Maybe there was supposed to be emphasis there. I don't know, but I'm not rising to the bait. I'm a cat. I'm nonchalant. I don't care about nothing. I've never been rage baited in my life. Anyway, thanks for the soup. Zabos! Thank you for 31 months. Ruze, you look adorable. I mean, cool. Damn right I look cool. You're damn right I look cool. Also, Sater, thank you for 9 months of being exceptional. Absolutely crazy. I may or may not be a little delirious, but we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done today. Is the music too loud, or is it at an appropriate level for you? Paying the cat tax to pet Ruze. You can't pet me. You can't. Oh shit! There's a deep one. My little brother said this to me the other day, and I was like, wow, that's like a flash from when you were like 2 years old. He said, I can break these cuffs. I said, you can't break those cuffs. That's me right now. You said, I could pet this Ruze. I said, you can't pet that Ruze. Ah! And that's how I know the internet's regressing and people are turning dead. Or, I mean, going back in time. My OC, do not steal Warrior Cat Ruze. This is my OC. Don't steal it. If you steal my OC, I don't know. I'll fucking send you to the, I'll send you to be a kitty pet. I'll let the people catch you in a net. Give you human food or whatever. Is this cat lore going to be part of the Warrior Cat RPG game? Which clan would Ruzaders be in? Which clan would I be in? River Clan. All the way, baby. That's right. I was raised by a river. It's just who I am. Which clan would you guys be in? I don't know. Thunder Clan, I guess. I would also think Wind Clan would be cool. I'd be all about Wind Clan. I was raised on a lot of shitty plains and prairies too. I feel you. Who the fuck is Bramble Pelt? Thunder. I thought we were all Thorn Clan now. Oh yeah, you're all Thorn Clan now. That's right. Somebody said, so this is what Ruze was like in middle school. I got bad news for you, brother. I got real bad news for you, brother. This is adult Ruze. This is what Ruze is like as an adult man. Full-grown man, by the way. Full-grown man, by the way. By the way. Just so you know, this is not what I was like in middle school. In middle school, I was trying very hard to be unaffected and cool and silent, to the point where in middle school and high school, people just called me mute because they didn't think I knew how to talk. I was just quiet and out of the fucking way. I didn't even know what Warrior Cats was. In fact, I first read Warrior Cats 2 years ago on stream. I read Warrior Cats for the first time in my life as a bit, as a joke, because I made a stupid reference I couldn't back up. Thank you for the bribe. You may boop it once. Throw his finger up. So anyway, no, I'm just this cringe naturally, brother. This isn't who I was in middle school. I'm not LARPing. That's just who I am. That's just who at the risk of being the worst person to ever walk into the room, with the most rancid aura you've ever seen, that's just who I am. So if any of you have ever gotten the notion, man, that Ruze is a cool guy, he's well adjusted. I wish I knew Ruze. I wish there was a Ruze in my life. No, you don't. No, you don't. Enticing Thorn, thank you for 31 months of being an Axel. All hail the Thorn clan. I have no kitty, so I demand more pictures of the true Oshis of the channel. Your cats. I'll tell you what, you're gonna get pictures of a lot of Meowzaders today. A lot. So get excited. Do you guys care if I throw another handful of sunflower seeds into my mouth? Too bad. This is the only protein I'm getting. This has got to power me for this whole stream. Oh! Sorry. A couple of them popped out. You're not wrong about that, Tara. I appreciate that. Num 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 num. Here I go. Oh. Yeah, no problem, Server Day. I like watching everybody scrounge on the floor like a bunch of animals. Here, let me cast some on the ground for you. Yeah! Go get them. These are shells off for maximum eating them. Shells on sunflower seeds are fun as like an activity, not as a food. Shells off sunflower seeds are great for going fucking crazy. Num num num. Oh. Me foraging for seeds in the wilderness. Well, no one eats the shells, Kennedy. The idea is you suck on the shell to get the saltiness. You crack it open with your teeth while it's in your mouth. You eat the seed and then you spit the shell out. But it's kind of a hassle, so. Enu Socials, I'm glad you're excited. So am I. Are you excited for the Warrior Catz video game that's coming out? Because I am. Enu Socials, are you named for Inuyasha? Sorry, I just assumed if Warrior Catz was part of your childhood, then you were also an Inuyasha fan. Actually, no. All right, fair enough. Damn, you nailed that guy. I tried. I actually missed. I took a big old swing and I whiffed it, dude. That ball went soaring past me so fast. Woo! Num 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 num. Bro, I got so excited for the game and I didn't even know the game existed. I immediately copied that and threw it in a group chat. So I was like, oh, which is crazy because again, you gotta remember this is coming from the perspective of somebody who did not grow up reading Warrior Catz. I only read Warrior Catz for stream as a bit, but now I like it. So when I saw that on my YouTube, recommended by the way, YouTube stalking me. It had no reason to present that like trailer to me, and yet it did. And I was like, oh. I immediately copy pasted. And don't get me wrong, it might be running at 2 frames a second. It's probably going to be dog, but I don't care. I hope it's good. You know what? Even if it's dog, it'll be good to me. I'm still going to play it. Amaya, thank you for 17 months. Says happy cat day. Can't wait to see my least favorite idol at the meet and greet. Did you win the lottery? Congrats. I'll be at the convention during it. So hopefully hotel reception and data won't give me your -1 luck for it. Don't worry, it'll give it to me. Last meet and greet I was at, the internet cut out for like a good 10 minutes and it freaked me the fuck out because they're pretty tight on the time frames for those. But thankfully it came back in time, but it did scare me. QDR! Thanks for being a bruiser. I thought that said welcome to Brazil. That's my own fucking tier, and I thought that said welcome to Brazil. Cool, man. Ruze, are you trying to out Shinry for the least amount of sleep? I mean, blink. I think that's just a VTuber thing. I think that just happens. I think that's just something that happens. You know what they need is they need a Warrior Catz game that's kind of like Wolf Quest, where you just play as a Warrior Cat and they just open the whole world and just go for it, dude. Just have a blast. Just be a dork. That'd be so funny. So, I've got a question. Do Warrior Cats actually have superpowers, or is that just like what the cats believe is happening? Because I think I saw an interview with the author or something where she was like, nah, they don't have any powers or whatever. It's just like they believe in it. They're real to me. Let's go. Okay, so what we've got going on here is very much a what is it, Demon Slayer situation where the author is just wrong. Where the author is just wrong. Where the author wrote superpowers into their setting and then said, well, that seems weird, so I'm going to say it's not canonical, but it is canonical, clearly. Oh, the warrior cats in the warrior cats universe are like orcs. Maybe they're an offshoot genetic like orc wannabe that like evolved to, you know, fit in on other planets or something. Okay. Anyway, so there's more than one author for warrior cats. They gave the IP out to multiple people. No shot. Well, who's the original? Who's the maker? Who's the OG? Who's the guy person, I guess, most likely a lady, who sat down and was like, hey, man, I think these cats need superpowers and need to be Game of Thrones. Who's John Warriors? There were 3? Aaron Hunter is actually a group of ladies. What? It was just 3 cool ladies just being like, what if our cats were fucking, like, had their own secret lives and it was Game of Thrones? What? Wow. Dude, I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's so cool, dude. Hell yeah. Clamp is more than one person too? Isn't Clamp a long legs anime? What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Clamp's a studio. Oh, my bad. Oh, they made Card Capture Sakura. I remember watching that as a kid. I thought it was cool. I always liked that the like deuteragonist or like secondary protagonist, the dude with the fucking who seemed like he had it all together. Can't remember his name. Anyway, we're talking too much about nothing. We're talking too much about nothing. What the fuck? His name was Sauron from Lord of the Rings? Sauron? What the hell? Holy fuck, he went on to try and destroy Middle Earth? Man, that kid grew up wrong. I guess having to fight card monsters as a kid will traumatize you, send you down some weird paths. Sauron. Oh, Sauron. Ah! Bro, my cousin used to bring over like anime and I would watch it. I had no idea what was going on. I just knew the characters I liked. When I was a kid, I watched Fruits Basket with her and I think I liked Kyo at the time. But then I grew up and I realized that Yuki's actually way cooler than Kyo. Nico Nyako, thanks for 4 months. I watched the remake for Fruits Basket. I was like, wait, Yuki's just better than Kyo in every way. And he's not an asshole about it. He's just better and Kyo's mad. And he's kind of just a good guy. I understand the burden of just being better than everybody around you, dude. I understand. No, I love Kyo. You know, I think that like this is the fucking. I think Kyo Yuki is like the scale by which we can measure people and whether or not they've grown up. If you think Kyo is better than Yuki, I'm like, you're an empath and you're a caretaker type. You're the type of person who really wants to fix somebody, but you gotta grow up. If you think Yuki is better than Kyo, you can look past the author's hand trying to guide you to like Kyo and realize Kyo's kind of just a like dick with a chip on his shoulder, and Yuki really didn't do anything wrong, dude. In fact, Yuki's suffering as much, if not more. He's just not a big bitch about it. He doesn't make everybody else's problem that he's suffering. He takes it on the fucking chin. Probably too much. Maybe he's got a martyr complex. Maybe that's the problem. Aha, Ankar, get shadow banned. That wasn't a shadow ban. That was a straight up ban. I banned you for that. No, not kidding. You just like tortured silent boys? Well, I recognize that. I've got good days. Okay, let's get to the actual stream. We've had a lot of fucking foreplay here, gamers, but it's been 30 minutes of like, yeah, well, it's been about 20 minutes of yapping and 10 minutes of me being on starting soon while I eat sunflower seeds. So, how about we actually start looking at some Meowzaders and deciding where they're going to be in our cool warrior cats with a Z legally distinct universe. But before that, nom 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 nom. Oh! Ow! I bit my lip. Okay, so I'm not going to name, I want you to know this real quick. I'm scrolling the Meowzader tag. I'm going to let you know how this is going to happen, how this is going to go down. I'm scrolling the Meowzader tag. I am doing my utmost best to not look at a single username. I don't want to associate these guys with you. I don't want to know who you are. I don't want to know nothing about nothing. I might read their name in the post, but I'm gonna try to not look at your screen name because this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is about these cats and their true lives. All right. Now, some of y'all posted like 50 pictures of your beautiful Meowzader, which I respect and love. Good for you. And some of y'all posted like 50 different Meowzaders, and now you got to make me choose because I can't pick up every single Meowzader here. You guys went absolutely buck wild, brother. Since I posted the schedule, there's been a billion Meowzader posts, so now I got to figure out which one I'm choosing. You're making me pick? You're making me pick? Well, here I go. Well, here I go. Guys, I wish I had brought like a funnel in here. You guys know those what are those called? What are those called? The little plastic funnels that you use, like is it called a funnel? It's like a hopper, like a Minecraft hopper, you know what I mean? Where it's like wide at the top and then there's like a little narrow part. I want that, but I want to dump a bunch of sunflower seeds in it. And I just want to tilt my head up like an animal, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I want to get hit with the fucking bird feeder. Brother, put me in the cage with the bird feeder. Let's go. Wouldn't you choke? Nah, dude. The trick is you use your lips to stop the funnel, and then you chew behind your lips, and then you let go, and you get more seeds, and then you use your lips to stop the funnel. It's perfect. It's a genius mechanism. I'm very smart. Anyway, let's get started. So, let me pick a picture of this beautiful, beautiful boy. Man, this cat's always fucking lounging. ABL, always be lounging. That's what I'm always saying, dude. That's what I'm always saying. I gotta pick one that makes him look like a warrior. A warrior. There are none that make this one look like a warrior. But I love him all the same. I love him all the same. Let me zoom in here. Always be lounging. That's what I'm always saying, dude. I'm gonna do this one. Uh-oh. Is he up here? Oh my God, it's so tiny. Oh, he's so tiny. That's all right, we just zoom in. We just zoom in for these. Okay, here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna tell you who the fuck this is, and I'm right, and you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you what their lore is. I'm right, you're wrong. So this guy's kitty pet name is Ernie, but his warrior name is Prickle Pear. Prickle Pear of Orchard Clan. No, Bark Clan. Prickle Pear of Bark Clan. That's his name. This is Prickle Pear of Bark Clan. He's great. He comes from the trees. Prickle Pear of Bark Clan has had he's pretty chill actually. He's kind of like the group. Think of him like the spirit of the group, right? He's like the cat that stays back home. Like he had his day trying to be a warrior and realized it just kind of wasn't for him. Like he never really got super far in life with being a warrior. And when he was a young cat, you know, this bothered him a little bit. But now that he's older, like he's gotten a little chill about it. He's like, that's okay, man. Being a warrior wasn't for me, and that's not all there is to life. I've grown to understand my place is here helping the clan be better, do better. He's just a soft, like, person to come back to after the hunt when things are going hard. Like, he's like a guiding spiritual force for the clan, and that he's just a little ball of love all the time. Does he only have 3 legs? Yeah. Yeah. This is Prickle Pear of Bark Clan. He had a rough and tumble youth where he struggled a bit because he wasn't very good at being a warrior cat, but now he understands his place and he's cool with it. He's like, I love loving other cats, dude. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I love him more. You can't love Prickle Pear more than me. I made Prickle Pear literally just now. I created Prickle Pear. I am the god of this warrior cat's domain. Should I write their names down? I don't know. I don't have like a tablet on me. I probably should have busted my tablet out for this, but I could just be like, boop. Prickle. Whoa, that's big. Sorry. I don't know why I got so excited about that. Hey guys, what's the key color for Bark Clan? They live in an orchard, so I've decided green. Like a pear. No, wait, they get red, because who else is gonna get red unless there's like Blood Clan? All right, let's do like a red apple. That red's too harsh. Okay, that'll work. Prickle. How do you spell prickle? Prickle Pear. Why should it get so squished? Okay. All right, cool. So we all feel like I'm correct, right? Of course I'm correct. Anyway, moving on. Don't ask questions. You know I'm right. Hey guys, if I name all of these, this is gonna be an hour. This is gonna be a 10-hour long stream. You know what? Maybe we're not naming them. Maybe we're not naming them. Okay, maybe I'll name them, but you gotta remember the names for me. Maybe I'll name them, but you have to remember the names for me, because if I write the names down, this is gonna take 20 hours. It's gonna take 20 hours. All right, so you guys swear that you'll remember the names for me, right? And you'll post them on Twitter and Blue Sky for me. You guys gotta remember the names and post them for me. All right, so Prickle Pear of Bark Clan. Moving on, we know Prickle Pear's lore now. We've learned about Prickle Pear. Let's keep it stepping because this is gonna be a long stream. Now, here's the problem. I immediately run up against the fucking grain. I'm immediately pressed up against the fucking like edge of the world. Life's hard for me, Crimzon Rulez, because the next motherfucker immediately posted like 4 animals. There's like a duck, there's some cats, there's 3 cats in one picture, there's a dog. Everything's there, dude. Everything's there. There's 4 separate cats, 3 ducks, and a dog. Who am I supposed to pick? You want me dead in the streets. I'm gonna pick the only animal that's alone. I can't do the dog because it's about Meowzader. All right, I'm gonna do the cat because I like his face. He's got some sort of like je ne sais quoi, as they say in French, probably. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I gotta move Prickle Pear. He's kind of in the way. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna zoom out. We're gonna slide Prickle Pear over here for a minute, and we'll just keep on moving people as we need to, right? As we need to, we'll keep moving people. Oh, you know what I could do? I got an idea. Hold on. Let's get some shit settled. So first of all, I will write a name real quick, so I can organize these. I will at least do this. I will write one name, right? Yeah. But no, why aren't you red? Why are you blue? Bart Clan. Clan. Now we know who's who, all right? We're just gonna keep this over here so we know who belongs to Bart Clan. Just in case we gotta like really get going on the lore, you know? In case we gotta separate some stuff. Just in case we gotta separate some stuff. I'm just gonna merge that down a bit so that it's on the same layer as Prickle Pear there. Shit! Sorry. I'm clicking all sorts of buttons. Things are going crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. All right. Okay, who's this charming little gentleman? What's this guy's name? This is, I gotta learn my hotkeys. This is gonna be awful if I don't learn my hotkeys, guys. Okay, so this is, hold on. Listen, there's no words about this guy, and that's perfect for me. That's awesome. I'm gonna call this guy, hold on, I'm looking at him, I'm getting a vibe. I love his color palette. It's very speckled, it's very cute. What about Speckle Paw? No, that's too soft. No, hold on, we gotta get a warrior's name. We gotta get like an aggressive, this guy's gotta be cool as fuck, all right? Like, we gotta get Warrior Cat's name. It can't be Speckle Paw. It's gonna have to be like, she'll be like, what about Leaf Talon? Specklefang? Oh shit, Specklefang kinda goes, dude. Are we becoming Hunter or whatever the fucking author's name is? Are we working together to make Warrior Catz with a Z right now, guys? Speckleclaw kind of has a tone to it, though. Speckleclaw kind of hits, dude. Speckleclaw. Oh, Speckle Pelt. Now we're talking, dude. We can't be Aaron Hunter. Aaron Hunter already exists. What about Aaron Yeager? That seems original, and no one's probably used that yet. We're Aaron Yeager. A pseudonym for all of the Ruzaders together. All right, so. What if we call her Dapple Pelt? You know, like the dappled light in the forest. Surely not copyrighted. Dapple Pelt. I like Speckle better. It just sounds better to me. Damn. But Dapple has a fun sound to it, like Dapper. I'm gonna do a Dapple Pelt. This is Dapple Pelt. They're of what clan are they of? Let's see. We've got Bart Clan. We can't have any of the original clans. All right, this is a different area. This is different. We're different than Aaron Hunter. We're Aaron Yeager. We've got a whole different vibe going on. All right, we've got a different vibe going on. We ain't got no Thunder Clan, no Shadow Clan, no Star. Well, maybe we have Star Clan. We don't have Thunder Clan, Shadow Clan, Wind Clan, River Clan, and none of that exists here. All right, we've got like Bart Clan and Meyer Clan and Thorn Clan and or is it Briar Clan? No, because then there would be two B's and readers would get confused. That's writing 101. You got to assume your readers are fucking idiots, and if you have two B names in the same book, they'll get confused. So you got Bart Clan, Meyer Clan, Thorn Clan. Briar Clan sounds way cooler though, but I can't do it. Oh, and of course, Switzerland. So we've got Bart Clan, Briar Clan, Meyer Clan, which rhymes with Bayer Clan, so that's 2 writing faux pas, and then Switzerland. So obviously, Dapplepelt here belongs to Switzerland. Oh, Cave Clan. Cave Clan kind of goes hard. That's our Shadow Clan. Cave Clan. All right, so I've decided that this little lady. All right, so here's the deal. Here's our lore. Here's our lore. Shut up. Everybody shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So Dapplepelt here actually started out as part of Meyer Clan in sort of like a forested, sort of swampy Meyer area where they would hunt like little voles and water mice and stuff like that, and the bigger cats would take down like louse and stuff. But unfortunately, because Dapplepelt had a run-in with the clan leader at the wrong time, and it looked like Dapplepelt was trying to lead some kittens astray, she was actually run out of Meyer Clan, and she's since joined Cave Clan. They call her Dapplepelt because she blends into the shadows. So she's Cave Clan. I'm a genius, dude. I'm the world's greatest world builder. Assign me fuck up. You know, put me in for Game of Cats. Put me in for Game of Bones or whatever the fuck we're gonna call our cats. Game of Thrones. All right, what color's Cave Clan? Purple, right? It's got to be purple. I don't give a shit what you have to say. It's purple. All right, Dapplepelt. Cave. Damn it! Sorry. No! Hold on. Stop typing clan! What's wrong with my brain? Cave Clan. Bart Clan. Bro, a song of cats and mice? That kind of goes, dude. You're kind of a genius. Who made you the streamer? You're kind of a genius. Oh, you know what I could do actually is I can probably color code these layers. Hold up. I'm gonna color code these layers. Okay. I think Bart Clan are good guys, right? Maybe they're like some wild cats that live on like a tree farm, but also live near farmlands, and the farmers let them stay around because they like get rid of pests. I think those are like the cats who live in the light. They're the classic good guy cats. I don't want to keep merging layers. You're a genius. You're a genius, Finarel. I'll just make some boulders. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get moving a little faster here in a minute. I lied. This is now an endurance stream to see how many cats I can get through before I give up. Ow, my fingers. Ow. I'll tell you what. I'll be going back and forth between the two websites, but I'll do you know, like an hour of both, and then we'll see how we go. Are you guys already starting to world build in your head? Are you guys starting to like set it up in your mind, in your heart? Let's just do our other clans. Let's just color code them. I mean, we're already here, dude. We're already here. Let's get it set up. Let's get started. All right, so what color's Meyer clan? The sort of like swamp cats. Like these are like not good guy cats, not bad guy cats. They're kind of just in the middle, you know what I mean? Like this is like the cats who live in the wetlands. So we're gonna go with Meyer clan. Do we want to do like a sort of peaty yellow? Blue, green, dark green. Yeah, dark green's pretty Meyer coded. Brown's also pretty Meyer coded. Dark yellow's not bad. Maybe like a brackish color, like a teal's not bad. Teal's not bad. All right, hold on. Everybody, settle down. I think a nice dark green is going to be our best bet, probably. So we'll go with Meyer clan. You got to keep these short and simple, right? Bark, cave, Meyer. Though Thorn clan's probably going to be green. Maybe I shouldn't do green for them, actually. Hold up. All right, we'll do like a sort of blue, like a deep. Oh, then blue's too close to cave clan, huh? All right, hold up. We got to think for a minute. We could do like a nice soft brown, like a brown yellow or brown green. What's this look like? No, that's too yellow. People are gonna start calling them Piss Clan. We gotta be careful. What about this? That's not too bad. Causin. I'm gonna pick my own. I'm just color picking. I've had enough of this. I was gonna let the suggestions do it for me, but I've had enough. I'm frustrated with it. What's this look like? Oh, there you go. That's that sort of desaturated, sort of like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like somewhere between yellow and brown and green. It's like got that nice sort of muted, like not papyrus. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. That paper, like kind of vibe. I like it. It's what I'm going to use. All right, where are we putting Meyer clan? I don't fucking know. We'll put it over here for now. Meyer clan. Do you want to just create like a little circle? That could be kind of goofy. Fucking sorting hat ass. All right, so we got our Meyer clan. Let's make our folder for them real quick. I should probably have made these folders before this, but I didn't. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, we go for another one. All right, so what's this one going to be? This one's going to be Thorn Clan. And then we had one more we were thinking of, and I can't remember what it was. So we've got Swamp Clan, Cave Clan, Bark Clan. I'm going to do like a thistle blue green on this one. Sort of like the color of like a winter green, you know what I mean? Thorn Clan. Yeah, that was easy. I want to call them Briar Clan so bad, but Briar, Meyer, and Bark can't go in the same thing. So we're going with Thorn Clan, because Thorn Clan would ruin everything. We all know that this is the coolest clan that everybody wants to be a part of, but never shows up in the books for some reason. And there's like one or two mysterious cats that come from Thorn Clan, and everybody's like, damn, it's Thorn Clan, whoa. But nobody ever really like talks about Thorn Clan, and no book ever shows a POV about them or their like cats. What if we had Briar, Meyer, Bark, and Marky Mark? Oh, we could do that. Yeah, that could be cool. But everyone's OC is from Thorn Clan? Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly like that. There's a Sky Clan from the books. Bad Guy Scrappers. Trash Clan. That's the ones from the city, dude. That's the cool guys. That's the cool, like, alley cats. Yeah, there is a space clan, actually, a Sinoax. It's called Star Clan. And I think they're supposed to be able to see the future? Question mark. Sorry, I'm making my folder still. What was our last clan, guys? We missed one. I had already said it, now I can't remember it. We got Bark Clan from the orchards and the farms. We got Cave Clan from the caves and the caverns and the undergrounds. They're the sneaky, dark guys who come from the shadows. We got Meyer Clan. We got Thorn Clan. Ooh, Frost Clan would be kind of hard. That kind of go crazy, dude. Like a clan from the uplands up in the highlands. If this is somewhere where there's like a mountain or something. The Switzerland. That's right, Switzerland. Fuck, I forgot about Switzerland. That's true. Steam Clan! Wait, there's already a Frost Clan? You guys tried to trick me into using a canonical... You guys tried to trick me into using a canonical one? You hate me. You hate me! You wish I was dead. There is no Frost Clan? Oh, okay, cool. Never mind. My bad. My fault, my fault. We got to get that nice, like, icy blue. Okay, this would be the clan from, like, up in the hills, like in the high mountains where it's cold. You get a lot of long-haired cats up here, right? Legend says there was once a fucking mountain lion in their clan. Frost. What the hell? It changed my color back. You bastard. You bastard. You hate me. You hate me. You hate me. You wish I was dead. You hate me. You hate me! Frost Clan. Oh, that's just as glaringly painful to look at as I would hope from a Warrior Catz title. Okay. The wiki has there's a Frost Clan? Oh no! It's the same value as the background? Yeah, you're welcome for that. You're welcome for that. All right, guys, so far we've done 2 cats. It's been about an hour. We're doing pretty good. It's a good ratio. Only 487 to go. Oh. You guys got the Google Doc open? Do we remember the names? What are their names? Oh, yeah. We love that. Yum, 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 yum. All right. What the hell? I love this one. All right, we're using this one. There's 3 pictures here, but we're only using one. Remember, we only use 1 picture from every batch. This one's good. That one's good, dude. All right. No one gets distracted by everything around us. It's easy to look around you and get distracted. Don't get distracted, guys. Focus up. Focus up. What's this little guy's name? What's this little fella's name? What do they do? What's their life like? Who are they as a warrior cat? Scrunglepuss. Whiskermaw. All right, so I think that this guy, this is hold on, I really got to put some thought in here. Whiskermaw is pretty good. Flame Tongue's not bad. I like these. I like these. Now, the Lorax would also be an acceptable answer. You guys want to do Whiskermaw? Listen, if you like Whiskermaw, I'm down. All right, so this is Whiskermaw, but I see this guy in my head. Now, bear with me. Now listen, we're writing collaborative Warrior Cats fan fiction here. Actually, this is canon because I'm making up the this is the debut of my new IP, Warrior Cats with a Z. It's my own thing. So Whiskermaw here, in my head, he's not a deputy. You guys think he's serious? I think he's like a fucking kid's cartoon villain. I think he shows up, he sticks his tongue out, he says, yeah, and just like bullies the main character and then disappears. He's the type of character that's like a bumbling buffoon villain who's not actually dangerous, but he keeps showing up like Jesse and James from Pokemon, just kind of being a little bit annoying, but charming in his own right. Yeah, he's the childhood bully. Yeah. So is Whiskermaw too tough of a fucking name? Does that go too hard for Whiskermaw here? You know what? We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. This is Whiskermaw. He's from honestly, I was gonna put him in Thorn Clan. I was thinking Thorn Clan, like this would be the funniest fucking cat to have as your first Thorn Clan representative, like Whiskermaw, the bully. But I'm gonna put him in Bark Clan because I feel like Bark Clan is where our protagonist is gonna have to be, right? So we're gonna want this guy over here just kind of vibing in Bark Clan, hanging out as part of the crew, dude. He does feel very Meyer Clan coded. He does feel very Meyer Clan coded. Okay, whoa. Pause. P-A-W-S, but also P-A-U-S-E. Stop. Wait a minute. Epiphany just hit me. Pause. P-A-W-S, which is what we say when we want to stop here in Warrior Cats with a Z. What if our POV is not from Bark Clan. Now, bear with me for a second. I know what you're thinking, but Bark Clan is like the go-to POV. It only makes sense. It's kind of like your analog for Thunder Clan, except instead of being in a wild forest, they're in like an orchard/farmland. It's the most human settlement. It makes sense. It's the Route 1 normal type starting. It's the Elwyn forest. It's the level 1 human in the woods. But what if we decide to not POV from them, and they come across as a little bit haughty and a little bit well-to-do? They're like the noble clan that sees themselves as the good guys of the clans, and typically are, but sometimes can get out of hand with their like sort of God-given right, their star clan given right to rule, and they let it go to their head that they're the good guys, and sometimes they're the bad guys because they're a little too judicious in their judgments. Does that make sense? So instead of POVing from Bark Clan, we POV from a, air quotes, lesser clan. And then they can look at Bark Clan as like heroic and cool, but sometimes Bark Clan is actually bad because they step out of line. They're a little too judicious. You know what I mean? Huh? So maybe we POV from like Frost Clan or Cave Clan or Mire Clan or something. Mire Clan POV because it's us? Well, you guys are Thorn Clan, like me. Because I say so. Though I would love to be Mire Clan. That'd be banger. Mire Clan's different from Thorn Clan, though. I like to think Thorn Clan comes from, like, I don't know, some sort of, like, shrubland or bushland type area with, like, a lot of, like, or maybe Thorn Clan and Frost Clan. Maybe this is, like, a cycle. Check this out, right? Frost Clan, the highest up clan, right? They're like the distant, mysterious clan that nobody really has a good beat on. They come from high up in like the mountains where it gets really cold really easily. They're like really, really up on like rocky ledges and like sort of sharp like cliff faces and stuff. Thorn Clan is in the lowlands of that mountain, right? Like as it starts to turn into like thistle bushes and pointy like ferns and shit and briars and shit like that, like a bramblewood, right? Like that surrounds the mountain. And then you got Mire Clan, which is from the lowlands around that mountain, all the way down to the bottom where all the water runoff is. So there's like a lot of like wetlands down on the bottom side of the mountain, right? And then Bark Clan is near Mire Clan because Bark Clan is like on the edge of this wetland where like the water is like the land is well irrigated. So we got like a lot of human settlements around it where they make farmlands and stuff and their orchards and shit. But then Cave Clan is like in the holes and nooks and crannies around all these clans. They're kind of like the Skaven, right? Like they just exist in a multitude of caves with a cave network that they can use to fast travel, and it makes all the other clans kind of fear and resent them because not only are they in the shadows, but they're also kind of just like able to be anywhere, and that's scary. See what I'm saying? We got to get to a Kappa Imperium stream, a Kata Imperium stream. You guys feel what I'm feeling? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? So I think Mire Clan probably gets looked down on as like the wet cats of this like segment of the world, right? This specific warrior cats zone. Like they're seen as not real cats or weird cats who like to be in water, like kind of like River Clan in that way. But they're kind of looked down on as like cats that like trudge around in stinky bogs and like to be in like wet areas and like root around in the fins and the ferns. And then you got Frost Clan, which are seen as like these high, aloof, hard to like reach sort of noble clan that like knows too much. You got Bark Clan, who thinks they're like the good guys, main character, like protagonists. You got Cave Clan, who aren't bad guys necessarily, but they're kind of feared and resented. They're the Sheikah, they're the Shadow Clan. And then you got Thorn Clan, which is probably like your sort of like tougher, more air quotes wild clan, who kind of act as like the barbarian clan at the foot of the mountain that keeps the Frost Clan removed, like protects people from seeing Frost Clan, but they're not actually barbaric or crazy. They're just like, there's a little rough and tumble, man. How you guys like that? I like it. I'm in for it. Did we just write a world? We did. Did I accidentally do actual world building when I meant to make this a meme stream? I did. I did. Next Meowzader. Oh, that one's cute. Oh my god, they're just always cute. Oh my god, this cat couldn't hurt a fly, but that's all right. This is a warrior cat now. Fucking kitty pet ass. I'm gonna have to start setting up separate separate files for kitty pets. Boop. All right. We had Whiskermall. Now who's this little person? Huh? Who's this little guy? Who's this little chud? I'm gonna call this little guy. Hold on, I'm thinking. Milktooth. So this is Milktooth. And Milktooth is actually definitely part of Meyer clan. This is like the most sopping wet cat looking motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. Milktooth is a what is it called? Is it a medicine cat? No, what's the little like the wise cats of the groups called? You know, I'm talking about the ones who like kind of help take care of the cats. What are they called? Damn it. Nah, not elders. The healer cats. Yeah, the ones who sometimes have visions or whatever, I think. Is it medicine cat? Got it. Okay, Milktooth's definitely Meyer clan's medicine cat in training. Milktooth is not the medicine cat. Milktooth is a medicine cat in training. Milktooth is like he's a nervous sort of meek type of cat who's always kind of like stayed in the mire and doesn't like to go outside of it. He feels safe amongst all the ferns and fins, and he likes to like he thinks that it keeps the other cats out because it does, and he believes that for the most part there's no like dangerous things in the swamps besides the cats themselves. He see what other people see as like a dirty stinky bog. Milktooth is like, this is our haven, dude. This is where we're safe. I don't want to leave, but he gets dragged out on a big adventure anyway because that's what we do to characters who don't like being out in the open and vulnerable and exploring the world. We make them face their horrible fears and deal with the fact that the world is scary. Milktooth, Medicine Clan. Medicine Clan, Meyer Clan. Yeah, he's a little Bilbo, but a little bit more of a baby. He's like baby Bilbo. He's like scared Bilbo. He's Bilbo, but he's scared of everything. Paws put next to the OC name means apprentice, so what do you mean, Milk Paws? Oh, you're right, because he hasn't got his name yet. Okay, that's Milk Paws. That's so cute. Okay, but he's destined to become Milktooth later. Because he like, maybe he fixes like the clan leader's tooth. Maybe the clan leader like gets a tooth infection, and Milk Paws like later as their inciting incident that helps them become like an adult, they save them from an actual dire infection in their mouth. That's crazy, dude. And he becomes Milktooth. Hell yeah, brother. But yeah, right now that's Milkpaw. Milkpaw! Bro's a dentist. Listen, you say dentist, but we're talking about a group of medieval cats with a little bit of magic. A dentist is basically a heart surgeon. Do you know how many people died of dental problems? What the fuck are these little things? That ain't even a cat. That's a spider with fur and missing its fangs. Don't want to do the black cat or the cute little like orange tat. Oh, there's a little tabby. I gotta do the black cat. This is too perfect. This is again, and I would do it for you. This one's too perfect. I gotta do this one. Look at how tiny this little creature is. La creatura. And I would do it for you. That ain't even a cat, dude. I love not knowing who the fuck posted these and not looking at names. I'm in a perfect, beautiful vacuum of, I'm in a zen state of seeing these cats in their purest form. These cats do not exist in relation to any owners or any people I know or any Ruzaders. These are just creatures. These are just creatures to me. I'm seeing them at their core. I'm Star Clan right now. I see them for their soul. All right? Is Kit the baby cat name, by the way? That's what you call, that's the appellation for like baby cats, right? Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so this little guy. Oh, that's good. That's good. Mitochondria. This is actually mitochondria. One apple tall. This is gonna be. What is this little guy? Oh, Soot Sprite's a cute name. Soot Kit's pretty good. Soot Kit's not bad. Apple Kit's pretty cute too. Let's save Apple Kit. Save Apple Kit. I like Soot Kit, honestly. I think Soot Kit kind of fucking hits. This is Soot Kit. Soot Kit is, I like to think Soot Kit actually belongs, in, I know I'm doing a lot of Bart Clan, but that's because Bart Clan's our sort of de facto one right now. I think Soot Kit is Bart Clan, but Soot Kit is like a black cat who, like, everybody's like constantly teasing him. You know, the other kids are constantly making fun of him and be like, aha, you got a little Cave Clan in you. Soot Kit should have been in Cave Clan. And they make a little bit of fun of him, but he's not. He's not Cave Clan necessarily. He is just Bart Clan, like, fully. Because, you know, there's black cats in Bart Clan. There's orange cats in fucking, like, Frost Clan and shit. All the cats are, like, all over the place. It doesn't matter. But I think, like, the other cats still make fun of him because he's like a shadow cat because he's dark or whatever. He looks like the Cave Clan cats. But he's just, like, sort of a little sweet pea at first. But he kind of gets a chip on his shoulder because he gets made fun of so much and he has to prove himself. So he starts being, like, extra heroic. I like to think Soot Kit's, like, the bravest of the little, like, Bart Clan cats because he feels like he has something to prove. Whoa, they got Bakirins and Warrior Cats? That's cool as fuck. True, dude. I like to think that Soot Kit here is like the kit that espouses like the ideals of Bart Clan the most, right? Soot Kit grows up getting bullied a lot, so he tries so hard to live up to like the high ideal Bart Clan sets for themselves that he almost gets in trouble because of it. Because some of the older cats have learned to make concessions, or maybe they like have a little corruption in their ranks where they're like, yeah, we're supposed to live up these high ideals, but like, we don't have to. We're better than the other cats. But Soot Kit's like, no, we have to. This is the ideal, and we were raised on these like ideas, and we have to live up to them. And a lot of it's because of an inferiority complex around being bullied and saying that he should have been in Cave Clan when he was a kid. Yeah, that's Soot Kit to me. He's the moral police of Bart Clan. Yeah. Yeah, he's the fucking kid that, like, when the other kids are like, hey, let's run down to Meyer Clan's area and try to stir up trouble. He's like, guys, I don't know. Clan Elder said we shouldn't. Guys, it could be dangerous. But then when, like, push comes to shove, he, like, jumps up and squares up against, like, a fucking badger or something. And the other kid's like, whoa, dude. But right now, he's just a little baby kid that gets bullied by the other kids. Cool. Soot Kit. Got it. Done. Okay, so this little guy's name is George, but that's a kitty pet name, so we're giving him a different name. The next one that I'm getting. I gotta get one without the collar in it. Okay, this is the one. guys, I don't know. I think it might be a bad idea to go into the Forbidden Forest, guys. Don't you think? All right, so this is Kitty Pet George, but we're not naming George. We're giving George a true name. George's life if George had never been a kitty pet. What are we calling this little guy? This is Babombus. No. This is Snooze Patrol. No, hold on. Jorge? Nah. Stonefoot. Ooh, Gleneth Paw. Gleneth Pete. Gorgefall? That's not bad. Mist Claw. Do they all have to have claw or pelt or tooth or fang in the name? Is that like a rule? I'm trying to remember all of our like characters' names from Warrior Cats. It's been a while since I've read it. Oh yeah, we got Prickle Pear. I can do whatever I want. This is gonna be. Hold on, I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Let me cook. 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 This is gonna be. I almost called him Stone Peak. I'm not calling him that. I'm not calling him that. Do cats know different rock types? Probably not, right? Like I can't call him granite. I can't call him granite something. Oh, true. Maybe they do have their own words for things. You're right, dude. You know what? Let's call this guy. This little guy. Okay, hold on. I'm formulating. I like to look at the cat, right? You got it. The trick is to be like me, right? To be Aaron Yeager, the writer of Warrior Cats with a Z. You got to really look deep into the cat's soul. You got to look at the cat and you've got to parse out their entire livelihood in one moment. You've got to open your eyes to the universe. Like my eyes, you didn't see it, but for a second there, literally became the universe. Like my sclera turned jet black and 1,000 shining lights opened up all at once, all at the same time, to see the true soul of this creature in his isekai reality. All right? And what I've seen is that this is a lazy little fucker. They call this guy Stone Cloud. Why? Because he belongs to Frost Clan, and he's seen as a wise cat, but he's actually just a really lazy motherfucker, right? Like he's one of the few Frost Clan cats that goes a little bit lower down the cliff faces, right? And he just kind of naps there, and other cats come to him in reverence and are like, Stone Cloud, what news of Frost Clan? And he just does a big ol' yawn and does some Uncle Iroh type shit. Like he hits them with what sounds like divine wisdom, but it's probably like a go away, man, I'm sleepy. Like he's like, the clouds part for no cat. And they're like, damn, dude. But what he's really saying is like, dude, I'm trying to sunbathe. Get the fuck out of here. He's like an old cat who just likes laying on a fucking, like laying on rocks and heating himself a little bit lower down the cliff faces. He comes down from the high clans of the Frost clan, and they're like, he must have great wisdom from up there on the Frost clan, but he's just chilling, dude. He's just big chilling. This is our Stonecloud is our first representative of Frost clan, and he's just a lazy motherfucker. He's just a lazy little guy. He's chill though. He will actually give you some wisdom deep down. If you're looking for it, he's got the wisdom. But he's just a lazy little fuck for the most part. Next. Oh my God, what a beautiful little baby. Sorry. Ooh, okay. Do I want to use the cute picture or the tough picture, dude? Wait, these are all different cats. Okay. We got Noodle, Bee, Eclair, and Peanut. Do I want to do Peanut? Because Peanut looks kind of tough. But Noodle's very cute and very soft. Do we need a cute cat? I think we need a cute cat. Damn, now I'm torn, dude. These are all this. How did you get the same fucking cat 4 times? You cloned your cat. If you want to see all the cats, you guys got to go to the hashtag Meowzader on Twitter and Blue Sky. If you want to see all the cats, you're gonna have to work for it. Damn. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna do the tough one. Yeah, this feels like an important cat to me. This picture, this pose, I'm getting vibes. All right, I'm getting vibes right now. All right, let's look deep in our souls. Who's this? I'm thinking... This is Peanut, by the way. Hold on, I'm thinking. Bro, Snowmane kind of fucking goes crazy. Snowbeard would kind of hit. Snowmane. Foxmane goes hard. Flameheart. Snowlion. I know, very dignified. This feels like this is a clan leader, right? Now, do we think this is the clan leader of Frost Clan or Bark Clan? Because I think one of those two, clearly. This is not our first Frost Cat. This is technically second. Oh, you're right. Star suffix if they're a leader. That's right. So this becomes Fox Star. Ooh. Damn, that kind of hits, dude. That kind of hits, dude. Fox Star kind of hits. Star Fox? Fox Star? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, this is Fox Star. All right, so what I'm seeing, right, the vision I'm seeing here is that Fox Star is this sort of like ethereal, almost Leonin figure that kind of like sits atop like the high peaks in the cold and like looks down upon all their domain. They might have been like Foxmane, or maybe they were like Fox Snow when they were just a regular cat, but then eventually they became Fox Star, you know, as they became like a leader. Maybe they were once known as Fox Snow, which also sounds fucking banger. That's a fucking banger name. This is cool. This is a cool cat. I think that Fox Star here is like the type of cat who like like rose into the role of leadership well, but initially was very nervous about it. Like, I think that this is the type of cat who probably distinguished themselves as being like relatively clever and maybe even a little underhanded, a little sly. As like, I don't belong in a position of leadership. That's for like wise, intelligent, like measured, honorable cats, right? Fox Snow probably grew up being a little bit underhanded, a little sly, but then some traumatic event, maybe like a best friend or a loved one getting dunked on by like, I don't fucking know, a mountain bear or something, and losing that cat made them use their intelligence, right, to beat that bear or scare it off. And ever since then, they've kind of grown up a little bit. They've realized that they too can change their stars and be an appropriate leader. Let's make Fox Star a little bit bigger because they're like the clan leader or whatever. And then I'm gonna have to move our other Frost clan, our other little guy, down a bit just to make sure we're on the same page here, just to make sure we know what we're doing. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Okay. I like to think maybe Foxstar, right, and Stonecloud knew each other as like kits. Maybe they were in the same like vague, like maybe Stonecloud was a little older, like an adult, while Foxstar was still young. And was kind of vaguely a mentor figure, but was always sort of like a fucking like Kakashi-esque, I guess, where they're like distant, right? And kind of lazy, but they actually know what they're talking about, know what they're doing, and they deliver a lot of wisdom. Not as dangerous as a cat could be, but helped guide like Fox Snow onto being like, hey, listen, just because you're like using your intelligence instead of your brawn doesn't mean you're a lesser cat. And just because you're a little underhanded sometimes cunning is needed in a leader. You know what I mean? Sometimes cunning is what's important in a leader, as long as you do the right thing in the end. But now Stonecloud's getting real old and is real lazy. And the other cat's like, why is Stonecloud always lazing around doing nothing? And Foxstar's like, listen, let Stonecloud do what Stonecloud does. He's a smart cat, deep down underneath all the bullshit, okay? He's cool. There you go. I'm a genius. I'm the world's greatest world builder. I've got to ask myself, though, how far away am I from the end? Oh, good heavens, guys. I'm scrolling. Uh-oh. People have been posting Meowzaders as early as late as 1 hour ago, meaning after this stream started. Let's go. The problem is I'm too deep in the sauce, dude. My writing's too fire. My pen is burning up. My hands long since toasted. I only have bones left to write with. I'm down to the fucking nubs, dude. I'm writing with charred skeletal remains on this hand because I'm fucking insane, dude. Somebody, I want you to know this is a canon event. Somebody is gonna Clifford Rolexus this, where they're like, this is my like canon event. This is all I care about. Crimzon Rulez, when do we get more warrior cats with a Z? When's the next stream for that? Like, I don't care about your content anymore. I'm here for that. And they're going to be making fan theories in their head. They're going to be making art. That's it. That's their personality for like the next 6 years. And they're just going to be like, I never got another warrior cats with a Z stream. Why did Ruze do that to me? All right, next cat. Oh shit, this guy looks pissed off. Oh, I think we might have one of our first, or we might have second cave clan, and this one's just a bad dude. This one's not like, you know how like Dapplepelt was sort of sympathetic? This one's just a dick, and he likes being a dick, and I can't wait. I like this. This is gonna be that cat that I would give a lot of time to writing, just because I would be amused by their antics. Yeah, everybody make a Discord group. Everybody make a Discord group for warrior cats with a Z. I like this one a lot. I don't, this is apparently, his kitty pet name is Mask, but we're not going with that because we don't do kitty pets here. What's this little fucker's name? This little guy's just always scheming. He's always thinking of some shit to do, dude. He's always looking for some shit to do. She's like, how do I fuck people up? She's like, she's a little evil guy. This is Mask. Mask is her kitty pet name, but we're going with like a fucking, we gotta get like a mischief maker name. Not even mischief, just grumpy, just pissed off. Doesn't want to do nothing with no one. Always mad. This is the cat. She's got a chip on her shoulder because everybody looks down on Cave Clan, and she's decided to embrace it. She's like the incel of cats. She's like the, well, if they say I'm a monster, I may as well become one. But she's actually just kind of like a little hurt on the inside because maybe she was gentle-hearted as a kid, and then she like maybe like had like a formative canon experience, you know? Like a canon event where she like tried to like play around with other cats, and they're like, wait, you're Cave Clan? Ugh. And she's like, aw. And it kind of like put a chip on her shoulder forever. I'm gonna call her. Hold on, I'm thinking. Grumblepaw? Oh, Shade Spot's not bad. Stone Cold kind of goes, dude. Stone Cold? That's crazy. Gloom Snarl also hits because she's clearly pretty gloomy. Like, this is a pessimistic cat, dude. She definitely plays with the bug for 2 hours before killing it and not eating it. That's crazy. So she's Scar. Bro, I like Gloom Snarl. That kind of hits. I kind of like Gloom Snarl. She's just always pissed off. She reminds me of a little lady. I think that's why I like her so much. Yeah, this is Gloom Snarl, and she does not like Dapple Pelt. She does not like Dapple Pelt. The drama is here, and I'm here for the tea. Why does she not like Dapple Pelt? I hear you asking. Crimzon Rulez, why are you writing lore for there's already beef for these cats? Because I say so. That's one. And also because Dapple Pelt's not Cave Clan. Dapple Pelt got moved into Cave Clan after getting run out of Meyer Clan, remember? But fucking Gloom Snarl here was born Cave Clan. Dapple Pelt merely adopted the darkness. Gloom Snarl's like, you don't know what it's like to be raised like Cave Clan and for everybody to hate you since birth. At least you got a moment to know what it was like to not be this way, to not be like part of the the evil clan or whatever. Fuck you. You don't get to feel like you're suffering. And for Dapple Pelt's part, Dapple Pelt did come in kind of sad to be a part of Cave Clan. Dapple Pelt got taken in by Cave Clan when no one else would take her, but Dapple Pelt was a little reticent at first and also held some of that like unconscious bias towards Cave Clan until she learned to love them as found family. But Gloom Snarl never got past that, really. We're kind of getting it, dude. Write that down. Fran, the gossip monger, write that down. I was born in the darkness. Type shit, exactly. I'm kind of fucking crazy, actually. You know what? Aaron Hunter, when you say the girlies are writing cat fanfiction, put me in with the girlies. I want to be a part of Aaron Hunter. Put me in. Put me in. Make me the Brandon Sanderson to your Wheel of Time. Let me help finish your novel. I'm crazy, dude. The girlies and Ruze. That's who Aaron Hunter is. The girlies and Ruze. Every time we do a Warrior Cat stream, it turns into the realest shit. You're damn right it does. Oh, they become besties by the end by saving each other's lives. That'd be kind of crazy, dude. Dude, Bramble Pelt. No. Sorry, I think I just got hit by a mimetic memory of an actual cat's name from the actual books. Fucking Dapple Pelt like thinks that Gloom Snarl just can't stand her, and she's kind of right. But then Gloom Snarl at one point saves Dapple Pelt's life, and Dapple Pelt's like, "What the fuck?" And Gloom Snarl's like, "You're family now." Like, you're part of Cave Clan. Just because I hate you doesn't mean I won't protect you. It's like, damn, that kind of goes, dude. She. She. Sorry, I'm like fucking doing the zigzagging hands in front of my face, throwing hand sign shit. She. All right, so I can't do this one. This is beautiful. I will read the person's name on this one because it's incredibly cute and you guys should look. But Susu sent me an entire basket of cats, and I'm not naming an entire basket of cats, but I want you to know, Susu, canonically, these would absolutely be Meyer Clan cats, and I will take no word otherwise. They're very cute and you should look. There's a video of them trying to get out of the basket. It's adorable. What the hell? These cats are wearing... All right, this is a kid. All right, listen. This is the first time I got it. All right, we got to make a new clan. Hold on. Pause. Everybody stop. Hold on. We got to get a new category. What color are we going to go with? What color have I not used? I guess pink and yellow. We're going to go with pink because I can. Soft like Kitty Pete's. All right. God, that's bright. Hold up. We're gonna put them down in the bottom right because they're kind of outside the clans technically. I should really color code these, but I don't actually know how to change the colors of the actual like things, if that makes sense, of like the actual titles or layers. Pausing say that's crazy. All right, anyway, there are some cats that just can't get away from it. There's nothing I could do to turn this into a warrior. This cat is a kitty pet. There's no getting around it. Oh, wait. That was a bad screenshot. Hold up. So you're going in kitty pet. What's your name? I don't know. Whoever posted you did not say your name. Bro's wearing clothes. That's what I'm saying. All right. So who's this guy? I think that this guy's name is obviously going to have to be from their humans, so they don't have like a warrior cat's name. But since the name wasn't posted, I'm naming this cat. This is Pete. That's Brotato. Wait, I've got it. This is Pete. But wait a minute. He insists his name is Pete, like P-E-A-T, because he's interacted with Meyer Clan, and he's like, oh, no, my name's like Pete Paw, which is really funny because he doesn't know that Paw, since he's not a warrior cat, he doesn't know Paw is like a childish appellation. So he thinks he's got his own cool, like, warrior cat name, but he's kind of a bumbling dork. And the Meyer Clan kind of tolerates him and is like, you know, vaguely friendly to him. They kind of laugh at it behind his back. But when they deal with like the kitty pets, they deal with Pete Paw here. But his actual name is P-E-T-E. His name is Pete. His owners call him Pete, but he insists his name is Pete Paw, and he spells it like, he's like, no, like Pete Grass, like Pete Moss. He thinks he's a cool warrior cat, but he's not. He even practices like behind his like little fence or whatever, or behind his windows at night. And they have the warrior cats from the Meyer Clan see him sometimes practicing behind the window, and they're like, okay, Pete. Okay, Pete Paw. Pete Paw, Camembert? Yeah, let's go. That's good. Peepaw's cranking up the heater in his apartment, dude. Do you think Peepaw like cranks his hog, dude? Okay, this is Peepaw, and he looks up to the Meyer clan, but Meyer clan, you know, they bemusedly tolerate him, but they would probably never really accept him, obviously. They're just like, aw, that's funny, I guess, that he thinks he's one of us. And I think the kits probably like Peepaw. I think the kits think he's actually kind of charming and funny and goofy. And maybe drama, one of the kits gets adopted by the human, and they're not sorry. They do it on purpose. Because they want to be a part of Peepaw's like life. Maybe they get adopted by Peepaw and they love listening to Peepaw's stories. Maybe Peepaw's like a yarn spinner. He like tells tales of how he like once fought a full-grown dog or something, even though he actually probably just had like, maybe his owners had a visitor who brought a dog over and he hid under the couch like a fucking coward. But he likes to tell the warrior cats from Meyer clan that he fought off an entire full-grown dog. And this little kid just loves listening to his stories, even though he's just telling tall tales. Yeah. Oh my God, he talks about the vacuum cleaner like it's a demon that comes out every few days and he has to do battle with it. He's like, oh yeah, you Meyer cats, you got it good out there, you know, like I'm holding down the fort here in this human like brick area. Like every few days I have to fight the demon. The what? The demon. It roars loudly and trounces across the ground and scoops up everything into its vacuous maw. It even stole my food once. You gotta be careful. Anything on the ground is fair game to that thing. So yeah, that's Pete, or Peepaw, as he calls himself. Which he thinks is a badass name, but is the name of a child. Next cat! Oh no, there's a Rui in this one. Uh-oh. Well, it's alright, we'll get the Rui out of it. We'll cheat it. Oh, yeah. All right, bear with me. I've already... Sometimes you just have a vision the moment you see the cat. Oop. That wasn't my vision. Ignore that vision. That vision was wrong. So this cat... Here's what I'm seeing in my head, right? This cat is that audio from the pumpkin, right? I don't give a goddamn thing. I'm about to die anyway, so what do I give a shit? This cat has an unintelligible accent. This cat has an unintelligible accent and is the first of Thorn Clan. This cat is a rough and tumble cat who's been in a ton of fights. They look a little soft, a little flat-faced, but they're actually just like a fucking, like, this cat has seen it all. They've been around forever. They're old as dirt and they're tough as leather. They're not big. They're not strong necessarily. They're just an unkillable motherfucker who's been alive for way too long. I'm gonna call them, yeah, no one understands what they're saying, but they have unquestionable wisdom somehow. Like, if you could parse what they were saying, they're right, but grumpy and cantankerous as hell. This is the cat that once got picked up by a fucking, like, hunting dog, shaken around and flung, like, 50 yards, bounced their fucking spine against a tree, and got back up and, like, hissed and walked away. Didn't run, walked away. Boomhauer the cat. Oh yeah, they've got a flat face. Maybe we can do something face, right? Like, bark face. Nah, what are we gonna call her? Mumble Mouth's not bad. Bramble Whisker's kind of cool. I do like that. Bristleface not bad either, because all of their little whiskers popping out of a very flat face. How do we feel about Bramble Bark? Now, bear with me. Obviously, part of Thorn Clan, kind of a bristly looking face. Oh, wait, Bristle Bark. That's perfect. Bristle Bark. They've got a bristly looking face like thorns, like a little hedgehog, right? But because of the that deal with the dog or whatever, it was said that they barked back. So they're called Bristle Bark because when they were a young cat, they got in a fight with the dog and lived and just like yelled back at the dog. And because they're like bristly and hard as fuck to kill. This is Bristle Bark, and they mumble and grumble, and they no one can understand what the fuck they're saying. Is he a former Bark Clan member? I don't think so. I think they're naming him Bark for like Tree Bark, like Bark Clan, but I don't think he's former Bark Clan now. I think he's just tough as a tree. He's made of leather, this guy. Or girl. Do I want Bristle Bark to be? I think he seems like a grumpy old man to me. No one knows? Actually, that's actually really funny. That's actually really funny. No one fucking knows. No one knows Bristle Bark. They're just like, I don't know. They? Sure. Doesn't matter. Bristle Bark's never said, and we never cared to check. And then somebody's like, Bristle Bark? Are you a girl cat or a boy cat? Bristle Bark's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm about dead anyway. What do I give a fuck? No matter me anyway. What does it matter? Gender's a fucking human created construct. It don't matter. I mean, whatever. If I was a boy or a girl, would it make me more likely to fight a fucking dog? I don't give a shit. Ain't nobody one of those old leather cat anyway. All right, cool. So anyway, we love our they them our they them icon Bristle Bark, who is part of Thorn Clan. Bristle Bark's just an old warrior. An old warrior in the truest sense of the word. They sound like they sip booze instead of water. I'm sure there's a billion like tall tales about Bristle Bark. Like, oh yeah, Bristle Bark actually drank the human's poison water once and was fine. Bristle Bark drank that, what do they call it? Fucking vodka or moonshine or whatever. I don't know. I've heard the humans call it moonshine. He was fine. I don't know how. They got their bark drinking the human's fire water. Legend says Bristle Bark prefers fire water to water. Oh no, this creature might be too cute. This might be a kitty pet. I gotta be careful not to get the IPs in there. There's a lot of Pokemon pins. Hold up. Oh wait, I forgot to hold up. I forgot to make sure I put Bristle Bark in Thorn Clan. All right, what are we calling this adorable little thing? Let me think for a minute. Okay, I've got it. This cat's name was Alita. This cat's name was Alita, but maybe they became one of the clan members by getting out of captivity. I think it's Alita. I'm pretty sure I see an A and an E. A-E-L-I-T-A. Petal Paw is an adorable name. That's an adorable name. I've got it. I've got it. Okay. I think Petal Paw is previously a kitty pet. I think Petal Paw is previously a kitty pet, is definitely too old to have the paw appellation as a name, but after, you know, being released into the wild after their owner either moved away or passed away or something, Alita got like released into the wild, looked for other cats, ended up finding Meyer Clan, who already kind of fraternized with Pete Paw over here. But unlike Mr. Blowhard Pete Paw, who pretends to be an outdoor cat, Petal Paw kind of took to it pretty well. But the Meyer Clan had to give Petal Paw a paw name because she hadn't technically earned her name yet. So despite being a kitty pet, she was able to try and integrate back into this clan, because the Meyer clan's already used to dealing with kitty pets in the like nearby human area to a degree, and adopted Petal Paw into their ranks as long as she was willing to live by their rules. Yeah, I like it. She's pure white, like a liter of milk. Oh, like a liter of milk. Delicious. I think Petal Paw probably struggles. I think Petal Paw, the narrative arc I'm seeing here, right, is like a cat who never really wanted to be an outdoor cat. Like, she's kind of in a lot of ways the mirror of Pete Paw here, where Pete Paw likes to pretend he's an outdoor cat, but he's afraid of the outdoors and is actually like not suited to it at all and prefers life indoors. Also, Rookie Learner, thank you for the 5 gifted chips. Petal Paw here never dreamed of being outside. She was happy at home. She loved her owner. She was chilling. She was cozy. She liked her cozy life. But because of circumstances outside of her control, she was released into the wild, and in desperation, she sought out other cats, but she took to it surprisingly well and integrated well with Meyer Clan, and found that she has a weird knack for being a warrior cat, even though she didn't really seek this life, and eventually falls in love with it after getting past, you know, missing her spoiled upbringing. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You would have a, you mean the fucking car? Moment. A what? So yeah, Petal Paw, who eventually probably just becomes like Petal Pelt or Petal, I don't know, Petal Ear. So yeah, that's Meyer Clan. Exactly. So far, so good, gamers. So far, so good. We only have one clan leader, and it's Foxstar, but we're getting there. Petal Nose is cute. Petal Pete's. Oh, I like this cat's face. This cat has a distinguished face. Okay, so this cat's kitty pet name is Oreo or Oyo, but we're not doing that because that's not their real name. We know the true lore, the deep lore behind this cat. Like I said, for those of you who are just joining, I know these cats' true isekai existence and you don't. So whatever you think you know about them, I don't give a fuck if you raised that cat from a kitten. I don't care if you gave birth to that cat. I know the truth. Whatever you name that cat is wrong. This cat's name is not Oreo. This cat's got a distinguished face. This cat has a face of stern knowledge. Or discipline. This is striking me as a bark clan. He looks like he's judging you a little bit, yeah. Stay a while and listen. Stern brow, stony ear, stern eye, stern talon's not bad actually. Looks like a Skyrim Thalmor. That's fucked up. I think a teacher figure, right? Like I think this is like a cat who trains kids. He strikes me as like sort of like the stalwart like knightly type who kind of like is a little bit like of a hard ass, like he's got a bit of a hard nose and he's like a little bit of an asshole to the kids, but has a soft spot and is easy to like break down, right? It's easy to get past his barrier. Like he puts on a hard like face, but he's actually really soft-hearted, like really soft-hearted, and it's easy to kind of like get under his skin. Yeah, this is like a little deputy cat, but he's actually a sweetheart. Definitely a deputy cat. Let's put him up here. Ooh, Stone Spur does sound tough, dude. But let's avoid stone for a minute. Let's think for a minute. Let's get like something like a husk or like a hard outer shell of like a berry or a fruit or something like that, right? Like maybe like actually stone husk kind of hits, but ooh, acorn's not bad. He's a tough nut to crack. He's tough nut. Claws for officers canon-wise? Okay, what about Husk Claw? No. Shell Claw. Birch Claw kind of hits. That's not bad. Their name doesn't change to Claw, I thought. What the hell? We're getting conflicting reports on the Warrior Cat's lore. Somebody help, somebody help, somebody help, somebody help. I was deceived. It doesn't have to be Claw. Okay, so we're gonna go with oh, it's just a surname? All right, in that case, let's go with why don't, since this is like a mentor figure who's kind of like stern and tries to uphold like the you know. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This is a character that is like sort of a noble like teacher type and unfortunately maybe gets betrayed at some point. Maybe Shadow Clan or Cave Clan like assassinates this cat, right? If this is your cat, I'm sorry. This is dark lore. This isn't actually happening to your cat, so bear with me. But I think this is like a tough, like sort of like heart of gold, like hard exterior teacher cat. And what happens is someone from Cave Clan is basically hired to take him out. So Cave Clan gets blamed, but the truth is there's actually somebody from within Bark Clan who put the hit on him, who was working with Cave Clan. And it's because this guy was too stringent, too strict on his ideals, his Bark Clan like ideology. And Sootkit, remember Sootkit, looked up to him irrevocably as like a sort of father figure, right? Sootkit was like seeing him as a surrogate father, somebody to look up to and like model himself off of, which is why Sootkit is so obsessed with the ideals of Bark Clan. Maybe Burchart. We're gonna call this one Burchart. This is Burchart, by the way. maybe Burchart was like one of the few who like kind of like constantly was defending Sootkit and like stop bullying Sootkit. Sootkit's not as much like Bart Clan as you and I. Like he was born here, he's one of us. So Sootkit looks up to him a lot, and his death is like super traumatic for Sootkit, and that's what sets him down the route on being like the noblest of all Bart Clan cats. But yeah, I'm gonna call this Burchart. I think this is Burchart. And they're going to be a little higher up, I think, in Bart Clan. So I'm going to move everybody else a little further down in Bart Clan. I'm actually going to move Sootkit over closer too, now that I think about it. Okay. Cool. We're doing good. We're crushing it. I'm not crushing it. I'm going so slow. Sootkit trauma arc. Let's go. Boom. Okay. Weekly warrior cats with a Z. I told you someone's gonna get too attached, dude. Someone's gonna get too attached to these fucking cats and be like, wait, I need more lore. All right. So this is actually canonically an outdoor cat that showed up on somebody's outside someone's kitchen, apparently. We're gonna have to give this cat a name, first of all. I like something tail, right? What about hold on, wait. Stop. Nobody talk to me. I'm closing my eyes. I can't look. I can't read what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Wait. Stop. Everybody stop. I'm thinking. What are those little thorny balls at the top of like thistle? Oh, thistle. Thistles. They're called thistles. Thistletail. Done. That was easy. Oh, burr's pretty good too, like burr tail. Ooh. But I like thistletail. Because it's like a little spiky ball. Honestly, I'm getting Meyer Clan from Thistletail, and bear with me here. I think that Thistletail is... My brain says young, thrust into a position of like authority too young. Basically, Thistletail was moved up to being a deputy a little earlier than Thistletail probably should have had to. Maybe they lost their previous deputy and someone had to step up, and Thistletail was being trained and isn't quite ready for it, but maybe she's like a little bit of like, she's got like a little bit of, you know, Tiger from Kung Fu Panda, how she kind of has to prove herself, and she's kind of like constantly trying to like live up to the ideal of the Tiger Warrior. You know what I mean? I'm getting that vibe from this cat. This is a cat who's like a little too young for the position, and so she works twice as hard to try and like earn that title. And she does not like older cats looking down on her, even though they like technically are older, because she's like, well, I'm higher ranked than you, and my job is to protect this clan. So I think she's got like, sorry, Dragon Warrior, yeah. She's got like Dragon Warrior vibes to me. I'm seeing a cat who is like training to become a warrior cat, ended up being put in a position of deputy earlier than she should have, and is working hard to earn that keep. You know what I mean? She's suited to it and has the potential to grow into it well. But she's just not quite there yet. I'm gonna need more space soon. This is our little medicine cat, so he's kind of important too, actually, so we gotta move him. We gotta keep him close to the top, but not at the top. Same for Thistletail, actually, now that I think about it. These guys can't be at the top because they're not the, like, clan leader, but they're important. Now remember, Milkpaw is not a medicine cat yet. They're a medicine cat in training. Keep the lore in. Who's got the Google, Docky? Keep the lore up, gamers. Let's go. This cat is not... Petalpaw here is not, like, super important to the clan, but that doesn't make Petalpaw's story any less important to her. She's her own condensed narrative, so she's actually kind of low down on the ranks because she's not even technically a full warrior. She's still called Paw, even though she's an adult, but she's got her own sweet book. I could see a whole book about her, frankly. Anyway, moving on. I gotta move a couple things around over here as well. Hold up. Wait a minute. My bad. These guys aren't that important in the grand scheme of things. Anyway. Move them down a bit to make way for a possible, like, leader of Bart Clan later. Okay, cool, 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 cool. How are we feeling so far about the Warrior Catz stream? Ah! Do you guys want to do, like, a Map Imperium stream for this? Oh, this is dumb. Crimzon Rulez. You sure can make air quotes content out of anything, but it is air quotes. Chatta Imperium. Let's go. Cata Emporium. Oh, that's that's pretty good, dude. What did you guys think this stream was going to be before before I got here and started doing the stream? What do you guys think? Chatawada? There's a picture of this cat that's like outdoors and I want to use it, but he's facing away from the camera, so I'm not going to. But I kind of want to, but I won't. Okay. Warrior Catz fan and really confused when we create an entire universe out of nowhere. Can I still submit pictures? Yeah, of course. I don't know if I'll get through all of them today, but yeah. Maybe this is going to have to be a multiple stream, gamers. I'm going to lose track of the lore before we're even done with this stream, much less later, so someone better be writing this shit down. Someone better be writing this shit down. Where do we submit pictures? Blue Sky or Twitter under the hashtag Meowzader. All right, here it comes. Boop. Who's this guy? Who's this handsome little guy? All right, his kitty pet name is Bayek, but he doesn't have a kitty pet name because there's no kitty pet here. All right, so what's our scrappy little fella's name here? Let me think for a minute. All right, I'm getting a little mischief. I'm getting a little coy, maybe, but not rambunctious. Are you guys thinking Bart Clan? Oh, you guys thinking Thorn Clan? Oh, wait a minute. I was getting Bart Clan, but I could see Thorn Clan. I could see Thorn Clan. Got a little bit of that long hair, but not so long-haired. Oh, Sunspark. That's a banger name. I like Maple too. That's another good one. Brother to Foxstar? Ooh, same litter as Foxstar. Okay. It's coming to me. Hold on. Hold on. It's coming to me. Sunspark, brother to Foxstar, who used to be Fox Snow, and is no longer part of Frost Clan. Not out of hate, but out of duty, perhaps. Perhaps they kind of like went back and forth in like who was supposed to be like the lead brother, if that makes sense, right? Because like Fox Snow was sort of the conniving, cunning one who always like used a little underhanded tactics and was pretty clever and pretty smart, right? Keep with me. And didn't like think anything of it and didn't really want a leadership position in the first place, but Stonecloud was like kind of always mentoring and like being kind to both of them, and maybe they butted heads, maybe they had like a sort of Loki Thor thing going on. But Sunspark here did want to be like either a really high-ranking warrior or a deputy or a leader of a clan, but he ended up falling in love with a cat from Thorn Clan and ended up going to Thorn Clan to be a warrior there. Boom. Maybe he felt it was his duty to protect Thorn Clan in a time of need. Maybe they were short on warriors, or they had been like, maybe he's like, well, Thorn Clan is an honorable clan, and they've long been like the vanguard for Frost Clan, so no other clans could approach us. And they are now like a shadow of their former selves, and I've fallen in love with a proud member of Thorn Clan, and it is my duty to be there and be a warrior for them. Ooh, that's kind of tough. Sunspark, who used to be Frost Clan, is now Thorn Clan, and maybe there's sort of like still a little tension there where like he like bowed out with grace and was like, actually, you were always the better leader anyway, Foxstar. I understand that. But there's this sort of mentality of like, we're brothers to the end, but I am loyal to my partner in Thorn Clan first. Because that's my new clan. However, I still have a lot of love for your clan, but in matters where our clans disagree, like I am Thorn Clan. That kind of hits, actually. There's like a sorrowful, like, torn brothers arc there. Ooh. But he did it for good reasons. What even makes this juicier to me is that Thorn Clan and Frost Clan get along. They're arguably the closest of any of the clans because Thorn Clan acts as sort of a barrier to Frost Clan. But maybe over generations, this becomes a sour point. As Thorn Clan gets worn down and thinned out as a barrier clan, they eventually start to resent their role. They're like, we're the defenders, we're the fighters, we're the reason Frost Clan can sit on their high hills and be safe in their like cliffs and mountains. So maybe there's this sort of like pride that Sunspark still carries with him, where he's like, well, I am part of the Vanguard now. I'm even better than if I was the leader of Frost Clan, because leading Frost Clan is leading a bunch of like pompous losers who sit on their mountains. Like, he's not an asshole about it necessarily, but there's a part of him that believes he's doing the real fighting. Yeah. Yeah, I stepped up. How do you guys feel about that lore? Eh? Are we kind of cooking, dude? Are we kind of fucking cooking on the interpersonal relationships of these cats? Am I making game of a song of mice, cats and mice? I am. I'm insane. It went to Illidan Malfurion for me. Well, deal with it. It's cool as fuck. My brain is gaining wrinkles. All right, I'm gonna do one more from Twitter, and then I'm swapping over to Blue Sky for a bit to look through Meowzaders in there. Warrior of the 7 Clans spin-off series win. Do we want more clans, dude? Do we want to get crazy with it? Do we want to get stakey with it? Can I think of another clan? Grass Clan. It's just a plains. Why do I have to stick to 5 clans? Maybe that's not enough for me. Maybe I want to get real crazy. Okay, so I'm imagining this is taking place near like sort of a mountainous area, right? Like I'm thinking somewhere like, not the Appalachians, but like a mountainous area, right? And there's obviously like a wetlands area because there's a Mire clan. There's a Thorn clan, so this is probably slightly more north. So it's probably like a colder like peat bog style like Mire. There's caves. So what kind of environments would be near there? There could be a grassland, but that kind of feels like Mire clan still to me. There's obviously the city cats, yeah, the feral cats in the city or whatever. Oh, Lake Clan could kind of hit. It's kind of like Mire Clan, but not really. What happened to Switzerland? That's Frost Clan. Bark Clan already kind of behaves like Harvest Clan. Bark Clan's like the clan that lives closest to humans. They like tend to patrol like human orchards and farmlands and stuff and catch a lot of the pests there. They're not like tamed necessarily. They're still wild cats, but the humans tolerate them because they're good at pest control. And they see themselves as like arbiters and justicars. Think of them as like the Alliance. They like think that they're the heroic cats, and they've got like a long storied history of like kind of keeping the other clans in line and making sure that unity and peace reign. They have a code, exactly. So Bark Clan's kind of the Harvest Clan already. Mire Clan is seen as like kind of weirdo cats or like out there cats. They're seen as like the peasantry or the dirty rabble that live in the like the weird wet places and the stinky bogs, even though, you know, they're doing pretty good for themselves, and they tend to be a little bit more accepting of kitty pets. They're a little bit more open-minded. Cave Clan is largely despised, which is unfair, but they tend to serve as like good spies, and they have a shadow network of like caverns that they can travel through to get around between the clans quickly and kind of do fast travel almost. They're actually they're a clan with a storied history, I like to imagine, and a lot of like traditionalism, and they're no less or more evil than any other clan. They're just despised because they're seen as like cats of the darkness. They're not actually bad cats, though. And then we got Frost Clan, which are seen as like these super wise, close to the Heavens Clan, high on their frosty hills that can like tough out even the most like terrible of places, which, you know, to a degree, I guess they are, but they're mostly left alone and at peace because they don't have to compete with the other clans. And Thorn Clan sits near the foot of the mountain where they, air quotes, protect Frost Clan because they act as a vanguard out in the like sort of like, you know, brushy, piney, like hinterland type areas where it's like a lot of thorny bushes and tough plants. Yeah. So what clan would I need to add? Am I missing something? Huh. Am I missing something? Is there an environment? I like these biomes. This is cool. A 6th clan wouldn't be bad, but if I had a 6th clan, I feel like I have to have a 7th clan because I don't like the number 6. I think it's a weird. I think 5 and 7 are better numbers to me in my head than 6. I am not familiar with that Babylon goggles now. Valley Clan's not too bad. I mean, I guess if we're doing like a sort of Appalachians type vibe, that would like kind of be like the people in the hollers or whatever. But I think Meyer Clan kind of hits a lot of those notes. But Meyer Clan's more like not in a valley. They're in sort of a wetland. So maybe we could have like a Valley Clan. We could do beach. Beach is possible. There's not, I don't think mountains tend to be near beaches, but it's possible. Shell Clan, Sand Clan. We've also, isn't there Star Clan? Isn't that like a canonical always there clan? Don't like all warrior cats answer to Star Clan? Oh, that's heaven. That's right. Duh. Star Clan's not something you can actually be a part of. My bad. I feel like I remember our main character in Warrior Cats going to see someone from Star Clan. Isn't that how he became Firestar or whatever? Wasn't there like a cat in a cave he talked to? Yeah, Pally Alley, you're thinking of Strays. The Dark Forest is hell? Whoa. That's not cool because Dark Forests are sick as fuck. Big fan. A nomad clan would be cool, like a clan that doesn't actually have a home and just wanders around. That would be cool as fuck, actually. I like that. Okay, so we'll do a nomad clan and we'll do a valley clan. How about that? So I think the nomad clan is going to be, if there's no canonical, is there a canonical moon clan? Because I'll call the nomad clan the moon clan. Because they like cycle around like the phases of the moon. I'm getting too into the world building here. I gotta slow down. I'm getting too excited. No! It didn't change my color. Well, I think Strays and Moon Clan are different because Strays are implying that like they have no clan, like no community that they rely on or are part of. Oops. Well, ignore that for a minute. Okay, and then I need Valley Clan. What color are we gonna do for Valley Clan? I guess yellow. Though, I guess we did yellow for Meyer Clan, didn't we? We did yellow, green, pink, purple. What have we not done? No, we got purple for Cave Clan. We've got I guess we could do like a, we've got red, we've got blue, we've got green, we've got yellow, got purple, we've got more blue, pink. We could do orange. I could do like a lime green maybe. Veil sounds really good. I agree, Jojo. That sounds good. Veil Clan sounds cool as hell. Yeah, we can do brown. I don't think we've done brown yet. I should have done brown for Meyer Clan, but I did that sort of like nice papyrus yellow. Sure. It's either going to be lime green or like a... Yeah, we'll do like a brown, a very dark brownish orange, maybe like... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Like a brick color, maybe. No, that doesn't feel very Veil to me. Like we're looking at people who like live in a valley. Maybe I do want to do like a sort of green, but less blue green, more yellow green. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whoo! Now we're talking. Check. Check. Yes, Juliet, are you? Sorry. I'm gonna need a bigger chart, guys. I'm gonna need a bigger chart to work off of. All right, let's move Frost Clan over a bit. What the hell? Why didn't it grab the Frost Clan symbol? Whatever, it's fine. Hello? What? Yes, there is. Oh, because I got it. Okay, my bad. I was using the wrong tool to move it. My fault. Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna have to like separate it in a real way where we can't just fucking like have a... I was doing a circle originally, but the circle's gotta go. We're getting too serious now. We're getting too into it. Guys, what happens when what am I supposed to do with all these feelings now? Like, what am I supposed to do with all these thoughts and feelings I have about these cats once I'm done with this and they no longer, like, and I'm no longer doing anything with, you know, warrior cats with a Z? Then what? There's not enough room in here, man. Oh, there's more room than I thought. Never mind, that's not so bad. Well, so much for shitposting on the stream. I guess I'm just gonna actually be doing the stream now. Not what was supposed to happen, but here we are. How am I supposed to fit all this, man? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 7 makes it weird because Thorn Clan's kind of in the way. Well, I'll put the strays over here. So we'll, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll say Moon Clan gets the left side, right? Moon Clan gets the left side. Mire Clan gets the middle. Cave Clan gets the right. Okay, this is, okay, we got it. Hold on, we're getting it. Hold on. Kitty pets are gonna get front and center. There's got to be a more efficient way to do this, and I'm just not doing it. Okay, that's a little bit better. Thorn Clan can have the left over here, Frost Clan, Veil Clan, Bark Clan, and then over here will be strays. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Actually, I lied. Kitty pets can go over here because we may as well have another clan in the middle instead. And then strays over here. Boom. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. That's Peepaw. Not to be mistaken with Peepaw. Okay. Things are looking great, gamers. We're geniuses. But then Peepaw is separated from Mire Clan. It's all right. We know Peepaw's deep connection to Mire Clan in his heart. That's what matters. All right. And for the strays, we're going to go with the gray color. These are the clanless. Actually, that just sounds like a derogatory term they would use. Boom. This is the warrior cat type chart. Where do you fall? Tag yourself. Tag yourself. Who are you? I'm loving this, dude. I'm loving this. This is killing. This is slapping. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do one more cat on Twitter, and then I'm going to move over to Blue Sky for a few cats, okay? Okay. Actually, you know what? I've been on Twitter long enough. I'm moving over to Blue Sky for a bit. There we go. Hold on, I gotta scroll back. 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 It's not in order of time. Oh wait, no, it is. Okay, I gotta scroll back. I gotta scroll back. I gotta scroll back. I gotta. Sneh! Thank you for the gifted chip. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Our first Bluesky cat. Can we get a short description for each category? Yeah, I got you, brother. Hold up. Let me get my next cat. Can you make the background color a neutral gray, please? Is that not a neutral gray? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Also, thank you for the soup. Also, I forgot to make folders for Vale Clan, Moon Clan, and the clan list. All right, so this cat's kitty pet name is Ignis, but we're ignoring that because that's not his name. We got to give him his true name and his true lore. What is this cat's deal? What's your deal, cat? I'm not getting nothing for you. I gotta get in there and really cook my brain. Ah! Hold on. Smoke. Now, I like smoke. Hold on. Oh, Farsight's not bad too, though. Wait a minute. Wait. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. This is going to be a little derivative of Stone Cloud, but bear with me for a minute. This guy's not like Stone Cloud because he's different, right? I'm Smoke Sight. Exactly. I'm going to call this guy Smoke Sight. And in my mind, the reason for that, right, is this cat, and you're just going to have to bear with me because this is probably not true of your cat, Ignis, but in my head, it is true, so I've decided it is. He's got like these sort of milky white film over his eyes because he's always had bad eyes since he was a kitten, right? But the other cats believe that that gives him vision into like the Star Clan. Like it gives him vision into the star, like the spirit world, essentially. And it allows him to see the unseen. So he spends a lot of time kind of just sitting there with his eyes closed because he can't really see very well anyway. And he acts as sort of like a medicine cat. I think we might have our first official medicine cat. Now the question is, what does this cat strike me as? Smoke Sight. Who's Jay Feather? Wait, is Jay Feather from Warrior Cats? Oh, he appears later in the series. I see. I'm gonna be real. And this is just a gut instinct thing, right? This is just like something I'm just gonna throw out there. I actually think he's clanless. And I think that he's clanless because it makes his narrative more interesting and makes him more unique to the other cats. They kind of have to bow out of their arrogance at belonging to a clan to go seek wisdom from him when they're at their most desperate, when even their own medicine cats don't know what's going on. They have to go to Smoke Sight, who's seen as this like incredibly like a cat blessed with incredible like divine knowledge almost, because otherwise how could he survive as an almost blind cat by himself with no clan? For his part, I think Smoke Sight just doesn't like clan politics and doesn't care. Like he retreated into hermitage because he just does not want to be a part of that. Do they bring offerings? I'd say so, sure. Yeah, he's a hermit oracle. That's cool. He becomes like an oracle figure. Smoke Sight is clanless, I think. I like that. I want to say Smoke Sight was probably born into Moon Clan. Why Moon Clan? You may ask yourself. Because I think the narrative weight is a little heavier if he was already part of a nomadic clan, but eschewed even that. Maybe Moon Clan was originally founded around the idea of staying out of clan politics in general, but of late, of the last couple generations, they've been getting more and more involved as like sort of not just messengers and travelers, but people who act as like a sort of force of their own because they're essentially the power of a clan but mobile. And he believes that that is like kind of like antithetical to the original concept of Moon Clan as like bipartisan, completely uninvolved, or not bipartisan, I'm sorry, impartially like uninvolved with all of the clans. So he's like, no, that's not how you're supposed to behave, and he just decided to be fully clanless. I like it. I like it. So now he's a little hermit. I like your spider on your window named Frederica, Cole, but I'm not going to put a spider in here for now. Aw, cute cat. Cute cat watching the Zephyr's gas station stream. And the basket of cats from Susu. Ah! Oh, shit. Here we go. Bunsen Berry's hitting me with a... Oh, wait a minute. We got another cat. We got another cat. This one kind of goes. Hold on. Boom. But before I do this cat, let me make some quick folders for for our new cats, or for our new clans. Oh, this is banger, dude. I'm gonna cannibalize all everything I've said here and just repurpose it for D&D OCs. Okay, so this is gonna be the clan list. And this will be Vale Clan, and then we got to get Moon Clan. Cool. Okay, so I would like to say officially now, these are no longer your cats, just so you guys know. These are my cats. These are the platonic ideal of cats I'm using for inspiration to write cats that are not your cats. You can accept that these are your cats if you want, but if your cats get like bodied in story, I'm sorry. It's not about your cat. But these are my cats now. These are my cats now. What's this fucking cat's like Khajiit has wares if you have coin shit going on? Ah! Okay, all right, we gotta name this cat for the little dot on their nose, right? This is Khajiit has wares if you have coin. This is yeah, your cats are actors in a show. Genius. You're a genius. You're a genius. What is this cat's name? Bro, you can have Sunspark. He got in my Oreos. All right, gimme Sunspark. Gimme. What if we call this cat? No, I was going to call them 9 toes, but cats actually already have like 8 toes, don't they? Plus their little thumbs, so I guess they technically have more than that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Flea Nose is kind of cute. That's kind of funny. Dusk Spot. That's cute, but I want to say nose because I feel like body parts are fun. Snout would be cute. Snout would be cute. Eclipse for a little dot. That's funny. What about Moon Snout? What about... Can they be Moon Clan? That's a little on the nose. Get it? Moon on the nose? Ah! All right, listen. Pause. Everybody pause. All right, so for now on, canonically, if you guys want me to stop talking, just say pause, P-A-W-S. For now on, anytime we need someone to pause and wait a minute, we're going to say pause, but we're going to spell it like Catz because we're cringe and we're free. And I need another way to ostracize new viewers who come in who don't get the inside jokes so that I can make sure I cripple my growth. Like chips and soup. Yeah, P-A-W-Z, sorry. Just like with the Ruze bow. Yes, exactly. Ostracize new viewers like that. Nightclaw. That's kind of funny. Moon Knight. The moon haunts you. I don't know what to call this little guy. I think I like Moonsnout. I think Moonsnout's cute. Moonspec's kind of cute. Oh, what about Moondust? Moondust and they're a fucking medicine cat, dude? Bro, let's go with Moondust. Medicine cat, Moondust. I think that hits. That hits to me. What lore am I getting from this cat? All right, so first of all, this cat's clearly a little bit wily. This is a wily little cat. This cat's got the deep knowledge, but they're the type of cat with the deep knowledge that won't give it away. They're just not telling anybody. They're like, I know things. You don't need to know those things. I know things that is none of your business type ass. I feel Cave Clan, but I feel like I'm giving all the like tuxedo cats to Cave Clan. Well, I gave one to Meyer. Actually, I gave the first one to Meyer Clan. And I gave one for Bart Clan. You know what? I'm thinking Cave Clan. I mean, I could go with Moon Clan, but I like Cave Clan. I like the idea of this cat sitting in a cavern that has like an open air thing, like where it's like got a hole in the roof so it can let the moonlight in, and at very specific hours they go into like this sort of like trance where they just stare at the sky as the moon passes by for like an hour or two where it's visible from the hole in the top of their cavern. Sort of like a golem cavern, you know what I'm talking about? I like to think that's what's going on with Moondust here. And Moondust just fucking like gets word from the moon about their next course of action. Fuck yeah, dude. Moondust has a chip on their shoulder about Moon Clan, no doubt. Okay, let's go. Oh man, the lore is luring. It's getting deep. It's getting flushed out, brother. Wait, I already did that one for Leah. Oh, here's a new one. Wait a minute. Oh, proper tabby. So cute. And he looks pissed off in all of his photos. I love that. This guy's like a Catz cat. This is a Catz cat right here. That's a Catz cat. You can tell. Their name is Peppercorn if they're a kitty pet. but they're not a kitty pet. So, boop. I'm a big sucker for tabbies. I've never had a tabby, but I love their little coats. They're so cute. They're so cute. All right, so I'm thinking Thorn Clan. And that's my bias speaking, so I should probably not. Looks like a cat of power and duty. You know what? All right. Leader of Thorn Clan. Leader of Thorn Clan. Upholder of proud tradition, but a clan that is in decline. Luckily, with Sunspark joining in, Thorn Clan is starting to see a bit of an upsurgence. But here we are with Peppercorn, whose name is going to be different. So we need a star name. And we need some backstory for them. They're a whole clan leader. You know what I mean? Dawnstar. That's actually kind of cute. But I want something a little rougher, a little more rough and tumble. Pepperstar is actually pretty cute too. I was gonna say husk, like the husk of a harsh plant. You know, because they're like Thorn Clan, they're Briar Clan. Ooh, Needle's not bad, actually. Needle Star? That kind of hits. Briar Star hits. Ooh, Bitter Star would also hit, especially if he wasn't actually like a bad character, like an evil character. If that name was their name was Bitter Husk, but later their name becomes Bitter Star, but they're not actually that bitter, which is actually really funny because they come from a clan that is in decline, but they're called Bitter Star and they're actually just like really proud and upholding their like warrior tradition. Damn. That's not bad though. Wither Star's pretty good too, like withering plants on the foot of the mountain. Sting Star, like stinging nettle? Oh, ooh, that could be kind of good. Angel Avenger Star is the name given to clan leaders. It's more of a last name. Think of it like a appellation, I believe. Death Star. No, I'm just kidding. I'm thinking, hold on. Okay, Bitter Star is a little too on the nose, I've decided. I like it because it is interesting, but I think that maybe a nickname for him could be Bitter Star. Rockstar is funny too. Actually, that's really funny. If you had like Rock Paw as your name as a kitten, and then you grew up and you were like, you know, I don't know, Rock Pelt or like Rock Man, and then later you become the leader and you're Rockstar. That's so goofy. I don't mind Nettle Star. I like Briar Star, Nettle Star. Rust Star's pretty cool too. It's a little bit like Bitter Star, but it's more like thematic. Like it's the idea of a rusted clan. Like a clan that's beginning to go into decline. Ooh, I kind of like Rust Star, actually. That kind of hits. Maybe he was Rust Pelt. But then, like, you know, meta, the idea that he became the star of this clan, like the leader of the clan, implies that the clan is in an era of rust, as if it's falling into decline. I think Rust Star kind of works. Yeah, let's call him Rust Star. He used to be Rust Pelt. He was Rust Paw, then Rust Pelt. He became Rust Star when he became the leader of the clan. He's like not old, but not young. He's definitely an experienced cat. He's been around for a while, long enough to see the clan like start to like, you know, not fall apart, but become less than it was. But he's trying hard to uphold their proud traditions with like very few numbers and very little to go around. They are like probably one of the better fighting clans, I'd imagine. But just due to like lack of numbers and pressures and defending both their territory and technically sort of defending Frost Clan's territory due to like ancient pacts or whatever, or ancient tradition, they've just been spread really thin and they have very few cats in their clan at this point. I like that. So we're gonna go Rust Star on this guy. He's a cat trying to find a way for Thorn Clan. Cool, 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 cool. Next cat. Wait a minute. I just did that cat. Oh, this cat looks scared of everything. That's a lot of character. I like this cat. Hell yeah, rookie learner. Thank you. Thank you for the soup. Yeah, I like the idea that Rust Star is like... I like the idea that Rust Star is like kind of, what's your word I'm looking for? Sorry, I gotta move him into the right clan. Hold on. Not like a reluctant leader, but a leader who kind of sees it as almost a burden to be in charge. Like he's a proud warrior cat and he's like proud to be there, but he's got this like sort of exhausted dad vibes who can't quite pay the bills and is working like 3 jobs. Not like in the funny sort of way, but in the like the inevitable is coming and he's barely like beating the power of depression, and only through like the feeling of purpose that being a leader or a warrior gives him. Basically, he's only hanging on by a thread because he knows other cats are relying on him. Yeah. I'm sure he's toyed with the idea of just being like, well, what if we abolish Thorn Clan and we just like, I don't know, join Frost Clan, but he's aware that like, that would be, you know, the end of a long legacy or something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. For more drama, could Rust Star be the love Sunspark left Frost Clan for? I don't think so, because I think Sunspark leaving for another Star Cat just seems a little on the nose to me. It's a little melodramatic. It gets away from drama and into melodrama. I want Sunspark specifically due to Sunspark's like superiority complex over Fox Star to be married to a more, air quotes, normal cat of Thorn Clan, but one that he loves and wants to protect. Like, I want him to be like that his mate to be not even that important of a cat, but a cat that refuses to, like, give up on Thorn Clan. Maybe the cat who acts as, like, sort of the glue that makes it so Thorn Clan doesn't quite quit would be cool. Boop. Look at this little scaredy cat. Cute, 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 cute. That's Bugsy. Bugsy is their kitty pet name, but we're giving them a different name. Trimble belt. A jumpy cat who's afraid of everything. Okay, so my gut is telling me Moon Clan or Veil Clan. That's number one. My gut says do Moon Clan or Veil Clan for this cat. Partially because they're empty, but partially also because I feel like a cat who's afraid of everything would sit well in a Veil is like a hidden type of thing usually. So I imagine Veil Clan is relatively like uninvolved in cat politics. Maybe they live, you know what? I'm going to say so. I'm going to say this cat is a cat who lives in Veil Clan, which has it pretty fucking good, actually. I think they're still warrior cats. Like they're still like wild cats, but because they live in a vale in a valley of plenty, they tend to be relatively like well off, but they don't want to like spark the ire of the other clans. They're in like this sort of like tenuous protected state where Veil Clan's not that tough, I imagine. They strike me as valley girl cats. Like a safe valley, like a very verdant, very beautiful valley where there's like a ton of food and a ton of like stuff to go around. So they've kind of lost their teeth, so to speak. But because of that, they're aware that they're in a precarious situation where the other tougher cats around them could absolutely just move in on their territory. However, I like to imagine, right? Hold on. That the Veil cats are almost a puppet state or a puppet like clan, in that the other cats won't let each other like take the territory from the Veil cats because it would be an indictment against some other cat, right? So maybe like the Veil clan are protected by Bark clan or something along those lines. And if anybody moved in on Veil clan, they would be essentially like attacking Bark clan. And Bark clan presents this as, okay, so here we go. Check this out. I got it. Veil Clan is protected by Bark Clan, not because Bark Clan actually gives that much of a shit about Veil Clan, but because it affords Bark Clan more territory without actually having more territory. So Veil Clan acts as a sort of puppet, like, extra territory to Bark Clan, but Bark Clan sees it as this, like, they present it as like we're protecting them. They're too small to protect themselves. They're too soft. They've been softened by their, like, cozy lives, so we're protecting them, but really it's just so Bark Clan essentially has two clans worth of power and territory. It's a vassal clan. Yeah. So this little guy, now that they helped me form the lore, thank you Bugsy, this is gonna be I think, hold on, I'm thinking of a cute word. I want a cute word. Featherclaw, Shiver Snipe, Mousepaw, Swiftheart or Little Fur. Ooh, Little's a cute word. That's a cute one. We could do like Little. Is this cat young enough to still be Paw, is the question? Let's go with I'm thinking of words that mean afraid, like nervous, fear, tremble, shiver. Ooh, shiver's not bad. Something shiver. Shiverleaf's kind of cute. I like that. That's not bad at all. Shivergrass, Shiverleaf. I like Shiverleaf, I think. It's kind of cute. Tinder's kind of cuter because it has a soft connotation. It still implies like kind of meek or afraid, but in a nice way where they're trying. It's like if your mom's like, "You're not a coward, honey. You're just gentle," type of deal or whatever. You know what I mean? I think Tinderleaf might be cute. Okay, let's go with Tinderleaf. Yeah, I think Tinderleaf is our Veil Cat to start out with here. I think they're not like I mean, I'm sure they're like a warrior in the connotation that the Veil Cats like have warriors, which is to say that like I'm sure some Veil Cats are tough. I imagine there's probably going to be at least one cat in Veil Clan who's like, yeah, man, I'm fully a warrior. Like I could go like, you know, claw for claw with anybody from any of the other clans. But I think that by and large, they do not have enough warriors to stand up to like the other clans and do need the protection of Bart Clan. Like really. But I don't think Tinderleaf is one of them. I think Tinderleaf is definitely one of the cats who probably like ends up being more of a teacher or a caretaker. Okay, there's Tinderleaf for the Veil Clan. That being said, I've gone for 3 hours now, and I think I'm gonna have to call it here with the promise that I'll come back to this, and I might even make a map. Oh man! Listen, if you guys like this, I can come back for a part 2. With no Moon Clan? Well, I'm not going to force a cat into Moon Clan just because I want to fill out the clans. That doesn't feel fair. That feels wrong. That feels like I'm just making something fit, and that's not cool. So unless the next cat I scroll up to says Moon Clan to me, now hold on. Now wait a minute. Pause with a Z. Okay, I lied. We're gonna do one more cat. Oh, these are both really good pictures. That's ooh. That's a ooh. You know what? This might be one of the best cat pictures and one of the easiest fits I could do. Is it Moon Clan though? Or it's I think I'm pretty on the nose about who it's gonna be. I think I know where this cat's gonna go. What do you guys think? What I think is this might be one of the coolest cats I've seen. They've got aura. They've got a certain look to them. It's like they're staring into my soul. And you'll have to find out next time. It's a cool looking cat, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, that cat, that's an easy pick too. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Cat Day. Thank you for sending me all your Meowzaders. I can't wait to keep looking through them. This is not the end of Warrior Cats. If you guys like this, anyway, I would definitely keep doing this. It's kind of goofy. It's fun. It's goofy world building exercise, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It is so weird to try to like get vibes off of a cat and like decide on their lore immediately, but I'm enjoying it. And hey, we got through 2 clan leaders today. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. We have a lot of like interpersonal relationships between these cats. They're connected to each other. There's some drama. It's pretty good. The hashtag is hashtag Meowzader. I'll send it right now real quick in chat so that you have the hashtag at your disposal. That is on Blue Sky and Twitter. And I'll be able to find it. Okay? Okay. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. That's all from me for now. I'm going to find you somebody to raid you over to. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the warrior catsification of all of your beautiful pets. Remember, your cats are just actors, and anything I say is not actually what's happening to them. Don't panic. All right, gamers, I'm going to raid you over to, you know what? I'm going to raid you over to Snoop. I'll just send you over to Flayon. Flayon's apparently playing L-Sword. Have fun. Flayon strikes me as a warrior cats kind of guy. My VOD question of the day is, which clan that I have described in my warrior cats with a Z setting would you want to be in? Now, don't say which cat, not your cat. Don't do your cat. Just based on the vibes I've given you of the clans, which clan would you want to be in? Or which clan do you think you'd be in? Even if you wouldn't want to, right? Like, you might be like, well, I guess I'm meek enough to fit in a Veil clan, but I wish I wasn't. Maybe that. Who knows? All right, that's all. Bye-bye. See you soon. Bonus points if you tell me why you'd be in that clan. Now, Thistlecall Thornbane the Destroyer takes his leave. Wow.